Good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are folks, and welcome back to the channel. So, a lot of bikes out today. We're just having a little mooch around the road to nowhere, and the Derbyshire Dales, as the sign says there. It's too nice a day not to be on the bike, and tomorrow has forecasted the dreaded rain. And as you can see from the front camera view, autumn is upon us and the lovely colour of the trees is a-changing. How cool is that? The only thing that means is we're going to have damp leaves on the road soon. But today is pretty mild, to say the least, around 13-14 degrees, so pretty comfortable. Although for those of you who know me, I prefer to have my fingerless, but today it's a little bit chilly for that. So we've opted for the in-bike gloves, which they're doing the job, to be fair. They're keeping the wind off the top of my little digits. Thing about these ones is I've worn these a good few times now, especially riding the Triumph as well, and because they've got the touchscreen capacity on them as well, it's handy just for looking at the maps and whatnot when you stop, and at least you can still feel your fingers for switching on the cameras front and back as well. Into a 30 zone, we better slow down. So this is one of my little favourite routes, or routes if you're from the US of A, around here, and we're going to do a right. There's some lovely roads straight ahead, but as we go up to Grindleford and Bakewell on this right turn here, it takes us up on Ian Moore. And yeah, I know there's a few of the roads I've done before, but like I said, it's just getting out and about. On the Hathersage Trail, and if you look back in the back catalogue as well, Hathersage is of course where Little John of Robin Hood and his Merry Men fame is actually buried in a churchyard around here. So if you want to see that, then is it up that way somewhere, or the next road? Little churchyard round here, and that's where Little John, famous of Robin Hood fame, is buried. Robin Hood's actual grave, or apparent grave, is further north towards the Yorkshire side, and there's a tomb there that's apparently, because I was going to do another vlog on that, but apparently you can only get in there, in the priory, one day in a year, probably on a weekday when I'm working, so there's a fat chance really of organising that. And Hathersage again is another place which is popular for bikers, which is the Station Cafe, which is just along the road up here as well. I'm not going to go there today because I did actually have a cup of coffee, and I was just talking to a fellow biker at the Snake Pass lay-by cafe. I didn't record all that because I'm sick of recording Snake Pass, so there's no point in playing the same old videos again and again. Great Hucklow Gliding Club. Now, I'll tell you what, there's a little road up there that goes to Ian Moore, and I'm very tempted to, man, there was one hell of a road, but I'll tell you what, because it's autumn, there's a track down here if enough leaves are down. We're going to go up here. That little waterfall. These little houses. Some of these little back roads are just brilliant for exploring. A footpath there to wherever. and give you some great views over the villages down below as well. To be fair, I'm sort of surprised how dry these little roads still are at the moment, and even though this morning earlier on was damp and it did actually rain last night. You got this little moorland over here, and there's a walk down at the top. This little area sort of reminds me of Scottish borders in some ways, sort of rolling, encapsulating hills. So again, it's that time of year where you've just got to make the most of your time and your rides out. The heather on the moorlands just sort of change into that orangey colour. And there's also a few sort of byways around here as well, which would be ideal to take the Triumph on. And there's a byway across from the mast on top of the hill up there as well, which is providing us all with our phone signals. It's like the contrast of that blue sky. And then another road we've done in the past is, you probably won't make out the GoPro, it's just the rocks on the peak up there. Hello sheep. Into the trees! The ancient woodlands. So we found ourselves on the other side of the road, that the road was closed earlier, and that's Sir William Hill Road. It's a byway, so it's a bit of an off-road track. Sort of thinking whether or not I should ride up that or not, but that's the byway open to all traffic signs there, which means doesn't matter what you're on, you can travel the road on the top of Eyam Moor. And the wind's picking up a little bit now and the sun's starting to drop, but yeah, pretty dramatic. I don't think I'll go over Sir William Hill. It is a bit rugged, that road. I tell you what, it's definitely cooled down since earlier on. Feeling it a little bit now. Now there was a picture I took a couple of years back when I did the proper Eyam tour run. Right, it's called the Village of the Plague, so it was sort of just going about the history of the village that we passed through to get to this road. And it was down the lane on the left hand side down here, and if enough of the foliage is down on the floor, and we might try and replicate that because it was a brilliant picture. If they get the sun staying through and coming through the trees, it'd be even better. like the forgotten road to nowhere again, this one. It's a little used road, just at the end of it then just drops back down towards Hathersage, and a couple of little farms up here, and that's about all there is. There's a little woodland walk through there as well. But I was just trying to catch the right picture through all these trees, and my bike likes these colours. Be quick in case a car decides to come down. Let's try one here. Do for now. Pretty cool, eh? So as it gets a little bit deeper in these trees, I'm just gonna side stand. At least I know everything's working. So yeah, just such a nice place to just come for a ride out. I mean, look at that for a view. You see why I enjoy doing it, and the bike's a little bit of shit on the bike from this one, but the trusty steed. I think what we're going to do now, jump back on the bike, head down into Hathersage, and then just blast it over Snake Pass and head towards home. So we've got some fantastic autumn colours over the Snake, and I know I didn't video it coming, but what I'll do is just put you some shots then of the Snake on the way back to end the vlog. Right, on the steed. So we're back on Snake Pass, fighting our way through the slow traffic. There is a couple of bits of roadworks as well up here, so lot of deadfall as well in the middle of the road, but this is autumn for you guys. This is autumn in the UK. And the first of these, about 2 or 3 sets of traffic lights along here, is just doing the road works or the fresh tarmac. And the sun's just on the top of the hills now, so we've not much light left in today, but it's been a cracking day.